This is just the stand and that joke of a screen. I guess so. I guess that's all they have to show for the Nintendo Switch OLED model. This is why most rumors are dangerous. Stay in school, kids. Keep your expectations low, boy, and you'll never be disappointed. It's the people's fault for having their expectations too high. You should keep your expectations nice and low. That way you'll never be disappointed. You'll be happier in the long run if you value not being disappointed when these things happen. If you keep on lowering your expectations, you'll be happy. You know what else happens if you lower all your expectations? Can you imagine? Do you know the type of freedom that you give companies that you should have high expectations for when you lower your expectations? Do you understand how much money Nintendo makes and how much of it they can save by simply tempering the expectations of the people? They can make fucking cheese graters, sell them for what am I saying? Nintendo could literally produce shit, put a Nintendo logo on it, and sell it for absurd prices. You know, as long as you keep your expectations low, you won't be disappointed. I'm not saying that this thought process here, I don't think this dude's buying any Switch OLED console anytime soon. I don't think this person's trying to be friends with Nintendo. I don't think they like Nintendo. But I do think that this is not helping. This is not helping, all right? You guys should have been more realistic. I don't think it's unrealistic to expect an actual console revision. I don't think it's unrealistic to expect something along the lines of the PS4 Pro, the new Nintendo 3DS, a Game Boy Advance to the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Color to the Game Boy. I don't think it's unreasonable to expect something that has happened many times in the past to happen another time. This is not worth it. If this is the same price as the Switch at launch, 300 USD, it's not worth it. This isn't worth it. Not even, I would say it's debatable for someone who doesn't have a Switch already, but the Switch hardware is old enough for it to not be worth it. This needs to compete. This needs to be the same price as the actual Switch currently. And even then, I would still debate that it's not worth it because, you know, the screen being bigger, yeah, that's one thing, but it's neither a good nor a bad thing. It's still 720p. The pixels are still, they're still pixely. The screen is still fucking garbage. They literally just made the screen bigger. They did what the XL did. It's like the people who buy TVs based on the size. Oh, I got me a 60 inch. I got me a 75 inch TV. All right, bro. What else? Is there? You got anything else to say about it? Do you even know what resolution it is? No, they don't know what it is. They don't know the resolution of the TV they bought, the 75 inch TV. They don't realize that they bought a fucking 720p 75 inch TV because all they care is how big the TV is and nothing more. God damn. This is just another product made to pander to stupid people. Absurd. Absurd. Pixel density on the older Switch is better than this one. Ah, man, that's insane. That is crazy. The fact that they can release gutter trash and then people who aren't even fans of Nintendo, I mean, I guess they might be, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, this guy literally says, masked Nintendo bandit. This is why rumors are dangerous. Why rumors are dangerous, man? It's not the rumors. People had normal expectations leading up to this. People thought to themselves, well, if there ever is a Switch revision that improves on the console in some way for the more avid gamer, I'm sure it'll have at least an increased resolution, perhaps a better battery life, or maybe even, I don't know, a better controller. Like basic shit. More memory, more disk space, something. I don't think any of the, I don't even know what rumors you guys are talking about. I think I remember seeing a 4K, whatever the hell, but anyone who, you know, was reasonable knew, okay, this is obviously a bit insane. I don't think the people expecting a 1080p screen were being unreasonable. I don't think the people expecting a 1440p screen were being unreasonable. I don't think the people who are expecting a screenless home exclusive unit, I don't think they were being unreasonable either. It's kind of absurd to blame the rumors for people's expectations instead of people being normal and having normal, understandable expectations for having these expectations. Keep your expectations low, boy. You'll never be disappointed. Again, I don't think this dude's like the biggest Nintendo fanboy or anything like that, but you're helping Nintendo by allowing them this leeway, by telling people, hey, your expectations are too high. You need to lower them. Every time Nintendo does something and disappoints people, eventually we're going to get to a point where everyone's somehow a fan of Nintendo, but they also go real easy on them every opportunity they get. One of the biggest companies out there, and you guys act like they need lower expectations, like, oh, it's too hard, bro. What? I don't think people are being unreasonable for feeling disappointment towards this reveal. It's going to be an overpriced Switch, the exact same Switch we already have, just costs more, and the black levels are better. Oh, can't forget the stand. The kickstand's a bit better. Ooh, I was worried I'd be buying another console this year. Thanks, Nintendo. My phone is nearly 4K and is way smaller than this screen. Much higher pixel density. I can connect any Bluetooth controller to it. And the only thing that it doesn't have that the Switch does have is a better GPU. 4K upscale. That's another thing. People weren't even expecting actual 4K. They were expecting the Switch to just use NVIDIA's, subsampling, deep learning subsampling, the AI upscaling. That's it. We were only hoping for some AI upscaling. Nothing was actually improved. And yet, it isn't Nintendo's fault for revealing a shitty console. It's not their fault for making people feel disappointment. The people feel disappointed because they're making unreasonable expectations for Nintendo. Ugh, how dare they? Good God. Everyone just wants the Joy-Cons to work. They just want the fucking buttons to work, the sticks to work. They just want to be able to play the games. Good Lord. Rest in peace. Nintendo's a shit company. Free Melee.